One of the most bizarre aspects of this case is just how quickly it all happened. In a span of mere minutes, Noah went from riding his bike, seemingly fine, to naked and walking down a street in a part of the city that he wasn't known to visit. And Noah would never be seen alive again. What happened in those few minutes between falling off of his bike and walking into the unknown? These questions, along with the missing rucksack and the unexplained disappearance of his clothes, only add to the mystery of Noah's final moments. Meanwhile, Noah's mom, Fiona, patiently waited for a phone call from her son. He had promised to call once he arrived at the park, and judging by the time he left and the distance at the park, that meant that he should have been calling around 6:30 p.m. That call would never come. Fiona waited until that evening, hoping that her boy would walk through the door anytime now. Then she decided that it was probably time to call the police and report Noah as missing, which happened around 9:30 p.m. The search for Noah Donohoe began immediately, with authorities scrambling to piece together the bizarre chain of events that had unfolded earlier that day. Then came a tip, a breakthrough. A resident who lived in the cul-de-sac where Noah had been seen walking naked came forward with crucial information. She had found Noah's mountain bike. It was lying at the bottom of her driveway. With this new lead, police shifted their focus to the area behind the house. And as their search intensified, more discoveries followed. They found Noah's phone near the route that he had been cycling, and residents reported finding his helmet, hoodie, and shoes scattered all along the streets, abandoned in strange locations. But then there was the strangeness of what wasn't found: Noah's underwear, his t-shirt, and his shorts, which had simply vanished without a trace. 6 days after Noah was last seen, his body would be discovered in a local storm drain in Seaview Park, about half a mile away from where he had abandoned his bike. He was found around 600 meters from the entrance. Now, typically, storm drains would be locked for the protection of the general public, but it's believed that a worker had mistakenly left this particular culvert unlocked when it was inspected about a week earlier. An autopsy revealed that Noah's cause of death was drowning. There were no signs of a struggle, and his toxicology report came back clean, meaning his erratic behavior, it wasn't as a result of him being on drugs or alcohol. The idea that he had fallen off of his bike and then had become disoriented, as police suspected, it also didn't really hold up against the autopsy result. There weren't any signs of head trauma or a traumatic brain injury noted.